In a moment. Hand it over to Jeremiah. How you doing today, Jeremiah?
Great. Good afternoon, Mr. Herman, and good evening, Whalers sports fans. Good evening, Hull Pirates sports fans. Joe Coffey facing off against Austin Starr here to get the game going. Gambroni in on the wing. Up with it is number 11. That's Christian Oliveri, their leading scorer. He had a big game against Sacred Heart the other night, Dick. He had 5 and 3, I believe, leading scorer in that game. So Hull in possession here early on.
And you look at that first face-off, that's going to be difficult if you don't win your majority of face-offs here today. We see that in close games.
So that traps JT on defense now. Gambroni up against number 10, that's Fern Barney. Beg your pardon, Hull fans, if I get some of these names wrong. I was noticing Hull moved the ball really well there in their drills. And they stick handle really well in their warm-up. So Whalers may be up against one of the best opponents they've seen all year. So nice strip there by Davidson. Out of the pack comes Gambroni in traffic. He's got 3 or 4 guys chasing him. JT clears it himself but loses the ball. He's up with it now.
Got to pass it.
Come through 4 guys. Yeah, still can't come up with it.
Can't take it through everybody.
It's a push on Burton.
They finally got it away from him.
Go to Glue. Nobody showed for JT. Nobody helped him, so JT forced to do it all himself. So here's Hull on the break.
Hull very quick getting that ball up, Jeremiah. Now they slow it down.
22 is Joe Coffey. He had 5 goals against Sacred Heart as well, midfielder.
Speaking of the Hull fans back home watching, they brought quite a few fans with them here today. You can see some down to the left and to the right and around the bench area.
So on defense for your Whalers today, 35, 33, you got Bartlett, Willett. Nice save by Downey there, Burton up with it.
He's got the speed. Nobody's catching him right now. Let's see if he can make something happen out of it.
Runs into traffic, loses the ball, Duart up with it. So Whalers going to pull it out and settle it down. Darian Duart with it now.
Right now you have a lot of one-on-none there. Not too much passing yet by the Whalers here.
Nice play by Lombardi to get the ball back for the Whalers. Here's Alex Small with it, number 6. Let's set the offense for the Whalers. Now that's Harnischfeger on the far side, Burton, Gambroni, Lombardi, and Duart. Nice little crowd for the Whalers here on a Sunday afternoon too.
Yeah, a good crowd to start the game. The game was 15 minutes late in starting, but that didn't have anybody leaving. Just had more people showing up.
So JT with it, looks to shoot.
Oh!
Give the goalie a save. Nice job there. That's freshman goalie Bodie Weber in there for Hull. Nice play by JT. Oh, he knocks the ball loose.
Good pressure there by the Whalers, but Hull does eventually get the ball out.
Barry with it. Hope I'm saying that right. It's either Barry or Barney.
Ooh.
That's a pass. That'll go to Nantucket.
That pass almost fooled the goalkeeper because he didn't see the ball coming, but it took a high bounce over him instead of at him.
So a lot of energy here in the first few minutes, but nothing really towards a goal.
Both teams have to be pretty hyped up. With a little history from last year, you know, quarterfinals, the whole bit going on here. And
here's Alex Small with a nice job to clear for the Whalers, touches it in.
I think both teams would be very happy with, you know, back and forth, and keeping the score even without giving up an easy goal. Neither team has got a good shot on net yet.
Gambroni with the best effort so far, but that was kind of in traffic and the goalie was equal to it. So here's JT now, takes it to X. Duart now, Small. Alex fakes the pass, gives it over to the terrain. Looking to isolate up top. He's guarded by number 11, that's Christian Oliveri. Burton goes right, looks to shoot.
Big save there.
Another save for Weber.
Got that out so quickly too.
Nice play by Davidson. Came over the line once Duart went on sides for him. Good job, Davidson, with the long stick there. Here's Small now. Touches it in. Looks to dodge. Pulls it back out. So 7:10 left in the first quarter, still no score. Small looks to drive, takes a double team. Gambroni at X. JT looks to drive, comes around left, fakes a shot, loses the ball. Nice check there. 17 is Tyler Brown. Gambroni back up with it.
They're keeping a guy in Gambroni. They know he's the scorer for the Whalers, that's for sure.
So his 10-point day on Thursday gave him 401 career points for the Whalers, Dick. Your leading scorer in Nantucket lacrosse history.
Amazing.
237 goals and 164 assists. As a freshman, he had 38 and 27. So JT Gambroni surpassed 400 points. Surpassed it on Thursday.
Throw it away there, Nantucket getting sloppy.
All right, so referees for today's game. Your referee is Bob McGuire. Umpire is Dave Ellison. We've seen Dave a few times. Hull now with it in possession. 6 minutes left in the first. Still no score. Long downfield pass. Nice catch there by Oliveri. Hull subs on the fly. McVicker, Bartlett, Willett, and Davidson with long sticks. Your midfielders are Small and Burton. Nice check there. Good job by Bartlett to check that shot wide. Davidson with it. Oh, intercepted. Number 9 is Ryan Hanlon. Comes in on the unsettled situation. Shot score. That's Kuklins from Hanlon. Time of the goal 5:23. Puts Hull up 1-0.
What?
The official,
What's the call?
It wasn't a score?
Official saying something to Dave. I don't know if Davidson said something or not.
What's the call?
What's the call? What's the call? You got a conduct foul. Number?
You got to tell the bench.
I don't know. I don't keep up with the conduct fouls, but it's a conduct foul. New ball. Here we go. Sir, are we man down? No. Can we get him in?
All right, so we got a conduct foul after the goal. No time served. I'm still not sure about that call. But anyway, Hull is up 1-0. Kuklins from Hanlon.
I saw the official turn and say something to Natty Davidson. So I don't know if that's it or not, but he did not identify the number, so we don't know who it's on.
Nice play by Hull, though. Unsettled situation.
Yeah, it looked like our goalie was going to catch that in the air, but the Hull guy just snuck it out of the air and just dropped it behind the goalie very easy because he's taken out of position to try to go for the ball.
And that was like the first unforced error, Dick.
Oliveri looking to drive. Goes by Lombardi. Ball's out. So we got a loose ball push on Nantucket. Ball goes back to Hull now. 4:45 left in the first. 1-0. 10 is Barry. Oliveri with it now. 16 is Iverson. Back to Oliveri.
Cam, Doug got caught wall watching. Watch that cutter from back. Cam, let's go. Head on the swivel. Sticks up.
Hull being very deliberate here now. They feel a lot comfortable getting that first goal, Jeremiah.
Let's go, White. Cutter. Good D, Ben.
Nantucket's got to force a break here.
A lot of motion. Hull sending the guys through the crease. There's a shot. Shot score. Give the goal to Oliveri. That's a tough shot from the top of the crease. I'm going to give an assist to Barry, number 10. Oliveri from Barry. Time of the goal 4:01. 2-0.
So not what your Nantucket Whalers wanted. 4 minutes left to go here in the first period, and they find themselves down 2 goals. But we saw them down 2 goals against John Paul 2 weeks ago, 3-1 in the first period, and they answered right after that. They need to answer here in a hurry. They don't want to go. They don't want to go down by 3. So the next goal is very, very important in this one.
Well, that conduct foul hurt the Whalers because there was no face-off after the first goal. Hull got possession right away and converted there on their second goal.
2 mistakes.
So like you say, 2-0 now, 4:01 here in the first. Next goal is going to be big. Whalers want to get right back into it. Good job by Starr. Austin comes up with a face-off, getting chased by 3 guys and checked. He's got to get rid of it. Ball's down. 20 is Weber, Tucker Weber up with it to the keeper, his brother, Bodie Weber. He Gilmans it down the field and throws it away.
Stick too.
Oh, White got a piece of it. He's going to give it to Hull.
Yeah, and Nantucket can't get a break here at all. That was going to go over everybody's head, but as you say, he reached up with his stick, hit his stick, and cost them the ball.
Hull's moving the ball really well. I haven't seen a team play the Whalers yet that moves the ball this well. They're also moving real well around the goal. A lot of action on the crease, so Hull in charge here early, 2-0 with 3:10 left in the first. Barry with it now, Oliveri. Feeding the crease. Downey with the ball, not a save situation, so Keegan up with it. Oh, throws it right into Iverson.
No!
That could be a penalty on the keeper too for throwing his stick. Let's see what they call.
I think they just gave him a warning.
Okay, you're not supposed to throw your stick. So Iverson unassisted, 2:54 time of the goal.
So Nantucket, I'm going to say this real early, is in deep trouble right now. They are not playing their game, and they're down 3-0. Now they got to get their composure back, and not only start playing well, but to get some breaks. During this timeout, I'd like to mention the rest of our fine sponsors bringing you today's game: Rider Electric, Nantucket Shellfish Association, Kitty Murtaugh's, Nantucket Boys and Girls Club, Outdoor Power, Just Do It 2 Sports Fishing, the Dog Wash Fairgrounds Restaurant, Boathouse Restaurant, Cottage and Castle, the Beauty Bar, Nantucket Electrical Contractors, Champion Rentals, the Steamship Authority, Highland Floor Finishing and Painting, Sun Island Fuel, Cape Air, Billy Built Auto Repair, Faucet Man Plumbing, Homestead, Ride the Wave, the NRTA, Something Natural, BPC Architect, JB Drywall, Nantucket Health Department, Island Fencing. The new guy aboard, Island Fencing. If you want to be the new guy aboard, give Gino a call, 508-292-2203. So, Nantucket's got themselves in a hole here, Jeremiah. Hull is playing excellent right now, Nantucket is not.
Well, coach's message to him there during the timeout was to calm down, and he's right. The boys were getting, they'd get a step on a guy, and they'd beat one guy, and they just wouldn't look up, or nobody would move for them, and trying to do it all themselves. So Hull playing a good team game, moving the ball, moving around a lot on offense. That's why they're ahead.
And you can't get it all back in one shot. That's what you got to think about. You got to just play, as you say, play better, and gradually come back. And you need 3 goals to get the game tied.
So Austin Starr on the face-off again for Nantucket. I can't see the number for Hull. Looks like 11. Oliveri out of there.
Come on, that's the way you do it, baby.
Bartlett with a nice play. Gets it to the attack. Good job by Cam Bartlett. So that's a big face-off for the Whalers to go back on offense here.
Yeah, they need something positive out of it. Not necessarily a goal, but just move the ball positively and get a good shot.
All right, so let's set the offense for you. You've got Lombardi, Starr, and Alex Small at midfield. Harnisch-Feger, Gambroni, and Duarte at the attack. Here goes Alex looking to drive right, draws a double team. Somebody's got to move for him. He can't go through 3 guys. That midfielder's got to show for him. Alex is drawing a double team, and nobody's moving to get open. Ooh, that could have been an interference on Harnisch-Feger. Referees missed that.
This is where you need a guy up to cut. You need a cutter.
Gambroni with a nice move, but shoots it wide.
The defense is too heavy.
JT up with it. Harnisch-Feger now. Starr.
Nantucket was fortunate to hold this possession. Hull was ready to run out there with it again.
Small looks to shoot. And Alex Small, nice shot to high to the right side. Beats the keeper to the upper corner. Gets the one back for the Whalers. Time to go 134. Small, unassisted.
Nice goal there by Small. And Nantucket really needed that. Get their heads back on right, because up until that point they had not been playing.
We'll give Star credit for winning that face-off, but nice shot by Alex Small. Picked the upper corner.
Now I noticed they're moving the face-off over a little bit. Is that the official doing that, or the team requesting it?
Well, it's just to get it out of the mud there, that brown patch there in the middle of the field. They want to do it off of grass, so they're trying to find a nice grassy spot to do it. So Oliverian Star again. Austin gets pushed.
There you go, baby.
Burton up with it. Nice job by the Whalers to get the ball back here. Good job, Austin Starr, but give the Wings some credit for that play. Burton now with it. Terrain. Over to Ty Harnischfeger. 1:10 now left in the first quarter. 3-1 Hull.
This would be huge if Nantucket could get another one here before the period ends.
Here's Duarte now, comes up high. Freshman attackman looks to go. Comes back left. Good defense there. Number 19 is Jack DeHill. Sorry about that if that's not right. Jack DeHill. Boy. Small looks to dodge. 35 seconds now. He's guarded by Barry. 25 seconds now left in the period.
Yeah, they got to get a good shot out of this.
Harnischfeger now. Star. Austin cranks one right on the defender. 23, Nathan Froyo. So the ball's out of bounds. 11 seconds left in the period.
Boy, that was Nantucket's ball right there.
Right in front of the ref. 7 seconds now. Shot goes high. 3.9 seconds left in the period. Hull's ball behind.
I don't know how the official missed that. I could see the Hull player push the ball ahead with a stick.
And that's it after the first quarter. The score on the field, the Hull Pirates 3, your Nantucket Whalers 1.
Portions of the first period brought to us by Congdon and Coleman Insurance, specializing in personal commercial lines of insurance, auto, home, marine business, established 1931 down at 57 Main Street. So I think it was huge for the Whalers to get that goal before the period ended and not be shut out. But they definitely had a chance to really get the momentum back in their favor if they could have succeeded in that last 25 seconds. The sequence did not go the way they wanted, Jeremiah.
Right, it looked like they're trying to do a lot of individual one-on-one driving. There's not a lot of movement off the ball. There's not a lot of motion in the offense here today. So.
You're exactly right. Even their lone goal was an individual thing. And they're not going to beat a team like that doing that. They got to get a little bit more passing in there. And Hull showed on their goals, well, we gave them a couple of their goals, but they basically showed on their first goal their ability to pass and hit the right man that was open. The third goal was just a real bad error, not clearing the ball and giving them the open net there.
But you're right, Hull definitely looked the sharper of the first two teams here in the first period. Better ball movement, better motion on their offense, better job on the loose balls and the ground balls. So that's one period in the books. 3-1's the score, and here we are for second period action.
Face-off coming up. Face-off brought to us by Santa's Rubbish Removal. We cover the islands. Good luck, Whalers. Go Santos.
Here we go, right?
So facing off is Joe Coffey now for Hull versus Austin Starr. On the wings you've got Bartlett and Lombardi for Nantucket, and you've got Barry and Brown for Hull.
We're heading into the second period. Second period is brought to us by Don Allen Auto Center. New and used vehicles on sale. Come in and check out the 2017 models. Come in for test drive at Don Allen Auto Center.
Nice job, Cam Bartlett, to come up with that ball. Good job, Austin Starr, to win the face-off. Whalers have an uneven situation here. Duarte can't man it. He can't handle the pass. Lombardi with the interception. Walks right in. Oh, great save by Weber. Nice save. And a good outlet pass.
That was the break Nantucket was looking for, but the goalie stunned them.
Here's Barry on the fast break. Oh, good save by Downey. He robs number 1, Kuklans.
So both goalies keeping their team in it.
Small up with it. Alex bringing it into the zone. He's got a fast break situation. He's got Duarte open. He hits him. And Duarte, and Weber with another save. Great job.
The goalies are taking over the game here.
Bodie Weber, so far the player of the game for Hull. Lombardi over there on the far side. Duarte battling for it. Gambroni in the scrum now. Burton with a big hit. Tries to knock the player out of bounds, and he does. Great job, Terrain Burton. Gets the ball back for Nantucket. Harnischfeger touches it in. It's a lot of action there in the first 2 minutes of the period. Whalers back with the ball now.
3 of the best saves we've seen all year with less than 40 seconds.
Small with it now. He's guarded by Barry, goes left. Small shoots left, shoots wide. Nice play by Alex. A lot of guys standing around watching though, Dick.
Yeah,
we don't have a lot of motion.
They are not moving, no. And if a kid has a good left-hand shot like Small showed there, it's good because all teams play everybody to go to the right. They give you the left.
Oh, not a great pass. Alex can't connect with Terrain in the middle there.
Almost stolen, yeah.
Here comes the interception. Oh no, great catch there by Christian Oliveri. Taking into the zone, streaking in, looks to find the attack. Shot goes wide by Iverson.
Downey was there, but they shot it over his head.
Backhand shot goes wide. Whalers look to change their defense here to a little zone. McVicker goes to stop the ball. Nice ball movement by Hull. That's how you beat it. The ball's down. Oh, great save by
another big save.
Robs number 22, Coffey. Hull moving the ball really well here. Shoots it wide. Again, Oliveri.
Hull is putting the pressure on here. Nantucket needs to get the ball back. Get it out of there.
All right, Downey up with it. Here's Burton. Here's Burton. Watch him go. Fast break now. Unsettled situation. Burton looks to go to goal. Walks right in and scores. Terrain Burton, 90 yards for the goal. 8:28 makes it 3-2. Burton unassisted. What a play.
Hull does not have the answer for the speed. Both Nantucket goals have come off speed, and Burton, as you said, ran the length of the field, 90 yards. But he looked like he was running back a kickoff there, and he just kept going, and all of a sudden he's right in front of the goal. Nobody picked him up.
Well, he came streaking across the midline, and then he went by 2 guys, walked right in with a nice low bounce shot, makes it 3-2 here.
A couple of the guys he went by almost seemed like they thought he was going to stop once he get near them. You know, and they looked over their shoulder for him, and he was 5 yards ahead of them.
Haven't seen speed like that. Nice job. Austin battling hard for the face-off. Lombardi in there. Starr battling for it. That's a push from behind on Coffey. No call. Coffey up with it. I'm sorry, Oliveri. 16. Goal goes to Jake Iverson, 8:08.
Yeah, Hull answers there. I was about to say they made one pass too many, but they didn't. They got it to the guy they wanted to. It looked like he was going to take it behind the net, but he took it, he faked sort of going behind the net. He took it out in front and beat the goalie easily.
So that's 2 for Iverson. Answers right back for 20 seconds. I thought that Oliveri got away with a push there in the scrum for the face-off. The referee was right on top of it, but no call.
The officials are sort of letting them play.
Well, it is a tournament game, so
they. I don't. Have we had a man? I don't think we've had a man up yet.
I don't think so either. You're right. Oliveri again.
Another face-off.
McVicker up on Iverson now. Barry with it. Shot score, number 11. I did not see who passed that to him.
15, I think it was.
So give the goal to Christian Oliveri. Give the assist to Will Nolan. 11 from 15. Time of the goal 7:52. Makes it 5-2.
So Hull takes Nantucket's one-on-one rushes, but then they answer with good passing. No.
So we gave that goal to Iverson.
Dean, who got that?
Another face-off.
Our crack statistician from McGuire Mirror tells us it was number 11 who got it, Jeremiah.
Everybody's moving. That's an extra. 9.
All right, so Oliveri from
I think it was from
Nolan.
10.
Yep. Oh, from 10. 11 from 10. So
11 from
Oliveri
10,
from Barry.
yeah.
Oh, and give the goal to Barry. Tough shot. Bounced it up in the upper corner. Makes it 6-2 at 7:14.
Yeah, it almost looked like he was throwing that one away. It took the bounce and just skidded up there. But right now, Hull has put on a clinic here in the last 2.5 minutes. After Nantucket closed it to 1, 3-2, they come back and scored 3 uncontested goals pretty much. They just... Nantucket's standing around a little bit too much on defense, and Hull is making the right pass, getting into the right guy, and making the shots easy.
So Starr versus Joe Coffey. Out of the pack comes Davidson with it. Natty takes it in. Draws a double team. Finds Small. Cranks it high and hard over the net. Sidearm shot. Not on cage. Gambroni with a good backup. Whalers keep the ball.
Chris Perry down there on the scorebook. He may come up and join us at halftime and give us his opinion of what's going on. That'll be interesting.
Gambroni now guarded by Weber. Small with it. Lombardi. Burton now.
It was interesting when we were talking to the head coach of Hull before the game, Jeremiah. I asked him the question, who's the best teams he played this year? He mentioned 2 games right out the top of his head, Scituate and Sandwich. He lost them both by a goal. He said his kids really hung in there. They were tough opponents, and they played well. And then they had to play Cohasset. He said Cohasset destroyed them, but that was the first game of the year. And
so the winner of this game plays the winner of Hanover-Norwell. Norwell, your defending champs. That's who we lost to last year in the finals.
And Hanover, they lost to Hanover earlier this year also.
Alex Small looks to go. Here comes a double team. He draws 2. Somebody's got to move for him when they...
Hanover coming into this...
Go Tiger! Tiger!
playoffs, the number 1 seed. Norwell, last year's defending champions, the number 8 seed. Nantucket, the 4th seed. Hull is the highest seed alive, or lowest seed alive, whatever we want to say it. They're the 12th seed.
Oh, what are we going to call that?
So we got a flag down.
Yeah, there we go. We're going to finally have a man up.
Trip with possession.
Took him a long time to get the flag out of his pocket. I don't know if he could find it or not, but Gino was getting a little bit upset there. He thought they were going to let that one go. So technical foul push, so Nantucket will be a man up.
Sarah, you have 20 in the box.
All right, so the Whalers are man up here. It's either a push or a trip. 30-second penalty.
They're confused on a number, whether it's 20 or 22.
He said 17, but 20's in the penalty box, so. Whalers man up for 30 here. Let's see if they can get one back.
That official said before he doesn't keep track of the numbers. Well, you should keep track of the numbers when you're sending someone to the penalty box. Wow, Nantucket got away with a break there, I think.
Shoulder to shoulder.
Let's go, move it!
Nantucket is not moving. The coaching staff is yelling for them to move it.
We got so many men on the field! Hey, fucking go! No, when he releases, we don't need to score.
So Burton with it now, 2-1, penalty's over. Here's Gambroni, cranks one over.
Oh.
Why would he call that?
So he called the ball to Hull. He didn't see Harnischfeger behind him.
Can't do that!
Oh, look at this.
Whalers catch a break there. Hull turns it over. 4.5 left in the first half.
I don't know if it's my imagination or not, but were the two head coaches just sort of talking back and forth
Well,
to each
one
other
of the players reached over and got a stick off the bench. They're not supposed to play with they're not supposed to be on the field without a stick. They got to come off the field.
I heard things like he can't do that, and they all said no, he can do that.
Well, the referee's not watching the box. They had too many men there at one point during the man down too. So one of the trail ref needs to be over here by the box.
All right, Nantucket needs a good possession here. They need to get something going. It looked like they did get a little bit going here, but they got to get it going team-wise, not individually-wise.
Burton cranks one. Give the goal to Terrain Burton. I'm going to give the assist to Harnischfeger. Time of the goal, 3:53. That's 2 for Terrain.
Harnischfeger gave him the pass outside, and he buried it. Burton with 2. He's been the offense so far. Nantucket's got to get the rest of the guys up the front line, especially with JT involved here. Still trailing by a lot, 6-3, but inching back. Let's see if they can win this face-off and keep possession. That big goal is brought to us by Don Allen Auto Center. 30 miles closer for the best deals. New and used vehicles at Don Allen.
Out of the pack comes Tyler Brown with it for Hull.
We definitely want to get that back now.
3.5 now left in the second quarter. 6-3 Hull. Our timeout on the field. 3:31 now left in the first half. 6-3 Hull.
Yeah, I think the Hull coach called that timeout there because he doesn't want the momentum slip away here. Hull certainly has the momentum in their favor. Burton answered with a nice one there, but again, it's the hard shots from the outside. Nantucket is not working the ball around the net. Portion of this game brought to us by the fairgrounds. The patio bar is open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Check it out. Where friends meet. Family restaurant, sports bar. The fairgrounds. Check them out online at thefairgrounds.com.
Family on 3, 1, 2, 3, family! Hey, can one of you numbskulls fill the water bottles?
If you ever need to take a look at it,
Let's go, baby!
we got. If you ever want to wonder about something,
Check something out. We got our own little
45-second
45
delay
to look at. We could actually get the official up here in 45
And
seconds.
if the folks want to watch it, it'll be ready. This game will be on tomorrow on GinoTV.com.
GinoTV.com tomorrow if you want to.
On demand.
On demand.
So Coach Aloisi asking the referee about handing the stick across the sideline. Referee said it wasn't a problem. So Hull's going to want to take some time off of here. They'll just hold it probably until the referee tells them to keep it in at the 2-minute mark.
That was almost.
Yeah, they're not going to force a shot, but they'll take it if the man's open. That's been the
There we go.
the signature of their goal so far, is finding the open man.
There we go. Oh!
Burton is doing it all out there, offense and defense. Just can't get the ball to bounce right. He had 2 steals there, but it went back to Hull both times.
2:35 now left in the half. Hull content just to hold the ball here.
Put a body on him!
Kyle Cooklands with a big shot, goes wide.
Coach is yelling out, he wants cutters on that play. Act as decoys, act as screens.
Iverson now up top is Coffey. Here's Cooklands. Oliveri, Cooklands back. Nice ball movement. That ball ought to go to Nantucket. Yes, it does.
Yes.
1:51 now. Whalers with the ball. See what they can get back here before halftime.
An unforced shot there. Mainly, he didn't have his player in position to keep possession.
Downey with it, in trouble. Coach called timeout right before he went out of bounds there.
Big timeout. He called timeout about 2 steps before he went out of bounds.
The problem I see with the Whalers is one guy's trying to do everything and nobody's moving to get open for him. So you've got, like on that play, keeper was running out with the ball, everybody's standing there watching him. You got to move to get open in lacrosse.
What's the score, Dick?
Nantucket is down by 3 here, 6-3, 1:37 to go. They're going to have the ball here. It'd be huge. First half. It'd be huge if they can get a goal here before halftime. A, you make it a 2-goal game, but B, you get the momentum in your favor as you head into halftime. That's something that Nantucket wants. They almost got it at the end of the first quarter, but they didn't get a good shot off the sequence. Now they have the ball. They really want to work for a good shot. But as you're saying, Jeremiah, you just can't leave it up to one guy to drill it in there. And basically their 3 goals have been there. They have 1 assist on 3 goals, and it was just a sort of a lazy pass, right? It wasn't hitting the man. Hull, 2 or 3 of their goals, they've hit the open man with a great pass.
Well, their passing has been much sharper all day, and so has their movement.
All right, so let's see what Nantucket comes out of this timeout with. They're going to be ahead mainly because they get the ball away from the goalkeeper, try to bring it up. That's always an adventure.
Alrighty, so Burton with it near side. Terrain going to take it right through all 3 guys. So you got Burton, Lombardi, and Small in midfield. Burton with a nice pass to Duarte, hits the post. Oh, nice play by Terrain, but Darian couldn't find the back of the net, hit the crossbar.
I wanted him to shoot that again so bad, but he made a great pass. Duarte was open, but Duarte hit the post trying to squeeze it in there.
Here's Gambroni with it, now working at X. Guarded by number 20, Tyler Weber. JT taking him for a walk. Here's Burton up top. Shot goes wide. 1:08 left in the half now.
Number 20 for Hull, you got to mention his name. He's doing a great job keeping
Tyler Weber, yeah, he is.
Keeping JT intact. If JT doesn't come intact, it's going to be a tough hill for Nantucket. They got to get him into the offensive scorebook.
All right, here's Harnischfeger with it now. Under a minute left in the half.
They might have scouted him.
Oh yeah, they're playing a This is the old boxing one on them, really. They got number 20 following JT everywhere.
Alex looks to go right. He got a double team. That means someone's open. Gambroni, Lombardi, shot score.
Yeah.
There he is. Lombardi with a great catch. Time of the goal 32 seconds. Lombardi from Gambroni makes it 6-4. Like you said, a big goal for the Whalers there, Dick.
Well, I think Hull wasn't expecting that because Nantucket hasn't done that yet in the game, especially with JT. He's been trying to fight through double teams and everything. He did a great pass to Lombardi, and Lombardi finished it off with a nice shot, but I don't think the goalie thought Lombardi was going to either catch that or shoot it.
That was a nice catch, you're right, but Ben made a tough catch there. He also turned around and made a nice shot, too. So 6-4 here. Big face-off now. We don't want Hull to get a score again here before the end of the half.
Get that face-off.
You got Starr versus 22 is Joe Coffey. Yes. Starr up with it.
25 seconds, enough for one more offensive.
Lost the ball.
He took his eye off the defender.
That's one of those errors that you just can't.
Ball's down in front of us here. Nice play by Willette. 5 seconds. And that's the end of the first half with the score on the field. Nantucket 6. Beg your pardon, Hull Pirates 6, Nantucket Whalers 4.
Yeah, a nice sequence for the Whalers there at the end, and they almost got themselves another break by coming up with the loose ball in about 15 seconds. Couldn't get anything out of that. But they sort of got their game back going their way right now. But now they got to build on it because they're still down 6-4, and Hull is showing no signs of letting up.
All right, so far for Hull Pirates, Oliveri's got 2 goals. Iverson's got 2 goals. Fern Barry's got a goal and an assist. Kyle Kuklan's with a goal and single assist for Ryan Hanlon and Will Nolan. Their keeper, Bodie Weber, made 4 big saves there in the first half. For the Whalers on the scoring sheet, you've got Terrain Burton with 2 goals, Ben Lombardi with a goal, and Alex Small with a goal. Assists for Gambaroni and Harnischfeger, and I've got Keegan Downey for 3 saves. So Whalers made a nice little effort there to get back into the game after being down 6-2 here, Dick. A couple goals here at the end of the period.
Yeah, they needed that, definitely, A, to narrow the deficit, and B, to get some momentum going back in their favor. Hull has really stolen all the momentum in this one, and they're playing much better as a team. Nantucket shows they do have the athletes and they do have the ability to win this game, but A, they got to get some breaks, and B, they got to play better as a team to do that.
Well, we saw a little bit of that there at the end of the half. You're right, better passing. A guy draws 2 people, that's going to leave somebody open, especially if he draws a 3rd defender. That's, you know, a couple passes like we saw there is going to lead to a goal. So better movement, better ball movement.
Yeah, as soon as you double team, you got to be thinking, find the open man, make the pass, because somebody is in better shape than you. Even if you don't get it to the open man, if you get it to another man, he can get it to the open man quicker than you because you can't see him with the double team on you. So we are going live. Do you think the people out in Idaho are listening to this by any chance, Gino?
Well, we're getting hits from Singapore.
How about Jeremiah? Anybody out in Idaho?
Well, we got some Nantucket High School grads living out there, so you never know.
Up in the high ski mountains, do they pick up this?
Gino's worldwide now, Channel 99 on the web.
You got it. We're going to be on Roku very soon. I was looking at it today because I've got it in my Roku. If you don't have a Roku, get one. They are phenomenal. If you go to Best Buy, they're selling Roku TVs embedded in the TV. 4K Roku for $500.
You hear that?
60 inches.
Gino's on Roku, folks, whatever that means.
That was my next question. Do you have any idea what he's describing?
Nobody knows. Hey, we've got an analyst with us today. Uh-oh. We'll get you guys right there, the 2 of you. Here you go. No, over here. Stace, come on over here, Jeremiah. The 2 of you guys.
What am I talking to this?
Yeah, just talking to that.
Great. Gino wants a little analysis, Mr. Perry. What do you got?
Analysis.
Well, we got the, you know,
I would say.
the ref and the coach. Were you ever a coach?
Oh yeah, for years,
coach and
years.
refs. So there you go.
So I would say what I see, and Jeremiah can see if he sees the same thing. I see Nantucket's speed versus Hull's skill. I think Hull is a little better on the stick work, a little better on the skill side, whereas Nantucket has the speed. You're talking about 2 or 3 scoring threats for Nantucket, and I think Hull's probably got 4 or 5. MVP so far, I'd have to say the 2 goalies. They've made, each of them have made 4 or 5 huge saves that have made the difference between maybe a 4 or 5 goal lead or just a 1 goal lead.
Right, right. You're right. I think you're absolutely right, Chris, about the skill. Hull's really moving the ball well. Their offense has got a lot of motion to it. They're patient. And I see them playing better defense than we are, too. The way they come to double the ball, the way they recover from their doubles, and the way they play with their sticks up in the lanes there.
You know, I think that goes back to the skill factor. I think Nantucket only has 2 or 3 scoring weapons, and they know that. So if you go through the list of, let's say, 5 or 6, categories and check mark. I would say coaching, it's even. Skill work, I'd say Hull. Speed, Nantucket. I think they're both very well prepared. I think the coaches both deserve a lot of credit for just sort of keeping there's a lot of friction in the past year or 2, and I think they both had their teams well prepared. But Nantucket, if you notice, there were 2 or 3 things that I noticed. There was a fast break that Nantucket had, and a fast break that Hull had right after that. Nantucket had a face-off win, 4-on-3, came down, had a chance to, 1 or 2 passes, and he pulled it out and went away. Hull came down, had the fast break, 2 passes, really great scoring chance, and Nantucket's goalie made a fabulous save. And the difference is Nantucket didn't take advantage of that break. Hull did take advantage of the break. So I think Nantucket's realized they're looking inside to number 11 for some offense. Ground balls have been fair. Nantucket's been, I think, not dominating the faceoffs, but as I think I had them like 3 or 4 more.
It's been pretty even, though Austin's won a few here recently. They've taken Gambroni pretty much out of the offense. He's only got 1 assist here in the first half, and as Dick Herman's been saying, without JT scoring, it's going to be a tough way for the Whalers to win. So they're really focusing on JT, and I've been saying here in the booth that somebody else has got to move to the ball, and somebody's got to get open and help JT out when he gets double teamed.
Exactly, and that goes back to if you're all, in JT's case, he can go with both hands, but you can see Hull has players that can use both hands. They're going left and right. Nantucket doesn't. Now, Alex, his best scoring chance, actually, he was going all right. Everybody knows he's going to go all right. He came back to his left and actually had a great scoring chance. So I think Nantucket's going to just try to just settle down, take a break, take Hull out of their skill sets, and what Hull has to do is get back into their skill set. So it's close, 6-4. That goal was huge. One of the interesting things with Nantucket got the ball with 25 seconds to go, and they didn't have a timeout left. They had to waste it on the goalie, and Hull did a good job. They're forcing Nantucket's goalie to play the ball.
Right, but on the far side, they had the ball there. The midfielder stopped, got stripped there within the possession there, and didn't even get a shot off that last face-off. But you're right. You could see Hull's throwing and catching better. Even in warm-ups, they throw the ball better than we do. So, Nantucket hasn't really seen competition like this for most of the year. So a team that moves the ball well and doubles well and plays good defense like this is going to present problems. So
I agree.
Hull very good out of the gates here at the beginning of the game. Nantucket's made a little effort here to get back into it. So 6-4 at halftime. We should be in for a great second half.
I agree. The 3-2 score when Nantucket got into it was either 3-2 or 4-3. Then Hull ran off.
It was 3-2. They had 4 in a row.
Yeah, that hurt. They had the momentum going. Again, they got a face-off and they got it. So reffing-wise, pretty even. Nothing too much. They've missed a couple here and there, but you're bound to. There was a shot where the player for Nantucket was behind Dave Ellison. He never saw him. Clearly, he was to the end line. They gave the ball to Hull. A couple pushes here and there.
Can you explain that the question, the call that Coach Aloisi questioned, where he handed the stick across the sideline?
You can exchange sticks. What you can't do is you can't throw it.
Right, well, we got away with one because the goalie threw the ball at a shot. We got away with one.
I would have called some type of infraction there. I said the same thing. He turned it over, shot the ball, and the goalie threw his stick.
That's a penalty.
Yeah, and they didn't call that. There's no question.
We were wondering here about passing the stick over the sideline because I know you can't play without the stick in lacrosse.
Right, but you can exchange sticks over the sideline. I thought it had to be done through the box, to be honest. I just know you can't throw it. So, but again, it's pretty even. It's the skills versus the speed, and if Nantucket can just get that one extra pass, use the speed, draw the attention, like you were saying, Jeremiah, and dish it, they're going to get some shots. And in Hull's case, I think if it got down to, let's say, a 2-goal game with 6 minutes to go, Nantucket's going to have a hard time getting the ball back and scoring. So Nantucket's got to either be tied or ahead with 5 or 6 minutes to go, not behind, trying to tie the game with 5 or 6 minutes to go.
Right, and I think you're spot on about the keepers. What's his name?
Both goalies.
Bodie Weber played great for Hull there in the first half. Came up with some big saves.
Big saves.
Stops the momentum for Nantucket there when they were trying to get back in the game.